and you have the macro. But the macro and the micro are the same size, believe it or not. So anyways, we'll get into that later. I hope I have not gone too deep. I will stop for a moment. No, I will go to the will. The will, the will, the will. It's so easy. Jesus said the burden is easy. We still have a burden, but it is easy. And then somebody wanted to be higher and take that one will, turn it up like this, and make a tire. Now I have to say about that tower and that hour, no. Somebody turned the will of God into a tire? Well, you better go to put some attire on, Eve, and leave. Because the will of God is not a tire. And I work and I rest, but I don't rest because I'm tired. So every wheel that is flat, if you imagine, is still a wheel. But anytime you want to turn a flat wheel, like you're steering a ship and you're turning the wheel, it can be flat and it's easy to turn. But as soon as you turn a wheel over, you have to turn it over up and down in order to make a tire out of a wheel. You are covering something up. Are you hiding? What is that hide you are wearing? It's just interesting ways of seeing it. The fig tree's not a prune. Were you pruning the garden? Are you grafting branches? Now some people might know what I just said and know what I mean by that. Anyways, so it is a wheel. In the East they call it the Dharma. There's our arm. It is harmony, Dharmony. It is easy. And the will of God, everyone wants to do the will. But remember in the Garden of Eden, where's the heel? You bite my heel? Now you're trying to heal me? You make me ill, and now you try to heal me, serpent? Fine. Nevertheless. And your head will be crushed by a heel, because we're turning that wheel back into a wheel. It is not so hard. We're not going uphill. Exalt, ascend. Ascend means ascent. I'll go into that later. But let me tell you, Saturday's warriors, you are in outer darkness, for when you are here to heal it. Yet when we heal it, sometimes we get drawn into the matter and we forget that all is still one, like the sun, the one soul. The one day, get the S out. The Sunday, the one day. The millennium, the will-lennium, it is one. I know I might sound crazy to you, but listen to the words you say. The one tongue is not lost in all the tongues. I know you're listening for some Adamic language, but let me tell you, words are that way for a reason. It is a sound, firm foundation. So listen to the sounds of words, and you might find you've been giving yourself clues all along. All right. So, take a breath of air. You are in outer darkness. Where else are you going to be a Saturday's warrior but on the field? Jesus came here. Do you tell them that they are not God? That is what Lucifer would say, because he wants to be a God over them. Do you tell everyone we are not one soul? S-O-L. The L, that is the O. The soul, that is the Alpha and Omega. We are one soul, heir, the Son, the soul of God, the sons and heirs of the soul, just like Christ is a soul heir. So, we are one, and we walk around and think we are not. And that's why we sometimes do not love one another and treat our brother, our other, like it is God. But yet, did you feed them? Did you clothe them? Did you visit them in prison? For whatsoever you've done to them, you've done to me, says Christ. Not a part of me, all of me. For I am the all, the body, the all that is the law. I don't leave a speck of the law out. The L-A. I know you want to spell law, L-A-W. Fine. But do you say law? No. Spell it the way it is, law. I am the all that's the law, and I don't leave any of the law out to be the all. Okay, I want to add something else about simultaneous nowness, okay? Where is all that is? If you take all that is, that endless block of cheese, imagine it any which way you want. All that is, you are in a cube of an endless block of cheese. Let's just say it that way for simplicity's sake right now. Where are we going to put that block when it has no end anywhere? Okay, so where is all? Nowhere. For it is all that it wears. What are you wearing, by the way, and what body? But it is all that it is where, and so we say it is nowhere. Now spell nowhere. N-O, where? Move the W over there. It is all now here. So hear me. It is all now here. That is where it is. So when we say eternal, that's the type of perspective we are talking about. Okay? I want you to take away linear time for a minute. I know the L's, the EL gods, love the lines. Okay, fine. We will give you your lines, your ones. Every one of us is one. But there's really truly one line, and it is like that endless block of cheese, of which all lines are, of which there is no end in any direction. Die, too. In any direction. All directions are one. Now you're talking about eternal, and that which is the whole self, the one God that we call the Father, of which all sons are, and are made of and in, and he is in them. So, it is now here. So, where are we in outer darkness, you say? Well, where's the telestial? Where's the celestial? Where's the terrestrial? Surely that is in the future. But Christ said, they said about Christ, Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. You know, scientists say all possibilities are, in some mathematical way, no matter what possibility we choose, it is there. Before you've asked, it's already been given. It is there. So we're going to look at it from that perspective now. Okay? You say, they will be cast out. In the eternal moment, that is now. You say the council of heaven happened in the past. The past is now as well. You say they voted for the 1/3 or the 2/3. The 2/3 stand for all is the law, and the law is the Father, and everyone is the sole heir, and the 1/3 wants to be God's instead. They want a hierarchy. They want to divide it into thirds. 33.33333 forevermore, and that is the lower third, the telestial. And that is the star kingdom that they said is even more glorious than this earth state. For surely you know you're in outer darkness now. Okay? Now, and don't panic. Don't panic. You are still in the all, and the all is in you. Do not be afraid. Okay? Look around. The light you see is what you call the ill light. You think your body is separate from all that is around you, and that is fine. You feel it here because of your nerves, okay? You don't feel the air. That's not me. Fine. Fine. But that's the illusion, and they will tell you that. All that know the one Son, the soul that is one, and solely that know the one, and that is the celestial kingdom, that all is soul. All is soul, the Son, and every son is one. One day, and that's what the millennium is all about. Going from the sattva, the saint day, to the one day that is Sunday. Take the S out though, please. We're not going to speak like a serpent. It is one day. One day. The holiest day of the week. Why is that? Because it tells every day it is equally holy. We are all one. And that's the day we rest from a war. Okay? Now there is the trio, I said. So this is the tree you're worshiping now. Eve. It has 3 parts, you Mormons say. The paradise. Did you use a paradise? This is not a betting game. This is not a game of chance. Let me tell you about chance. A little anecdote. When I was in Gainesville, Florida, and I was married to my wife, and she was a very nice lady. I was glad I was married to her. But we were going to church, the Mormon church, and like I've been doing for years, and I had to tell her, I said, you know what? I really don't believe this is the whole truth right now. I think there's something wrong. I do not like it that a heavenly Father would permanently, forevermore, worlds without end, cast out 2/3. 2/3. He would cast out 2/3, and say they will never, I do not want to see them